Well, welcome to a new presentation. Our project is called Scan and Exchange 3D Objects and Become Your Own Interior Designer, and it's a bachelor project. We are Lenka and Juan. Okay, it works. I am from Spain. I came to Denmark 3.5 years ago to study a bachelor degree, and now I'm about to graduate, hopefully at the end of this month.
Hello, my name is Lenka. I'm from Slovakia, and same as Juan, I came here to study software engineering, and I'm finishing as well, hopefully, my bachelor degree this month.
Yes, our campus is in Horsens, but luckily we had the option to come here to the accelerator to do the project. So we've been here for once to twice a week for the last 4 months, I think, doing the project. And a little bit of why are we doing this? We are studying a Bachelor of Engineering and not of Science. So one of our requisites for the Bachelor project was that we needed to have a functioning project, and we had to develop it throughout code. So when we were looking for an idea for the Bachelor, we saw in the Accelerator's website the idea of the LiDAR, this concept, and we heard about it before, but we didn't have much experience with it, and we decided to research more about it and also how can we apply it to something that we could build. And also at the time, both Lenka and I think we were moving apartments, so we were having kind of trouble figuring out how the new places would look like. So it kind of mixed perfect together, and we decided to go with it. We also realized that the technology behind the LiDAR, there were not many applications developed, or like a main application that everyone used for this in an accessible way and a modern way. So we decided to give it a go. And we decided to use the LiDAR, as we said before. This LiDAR thing is, it's just a methodology for measuring the distance between objects, and it makes it possible to solve problems, like making 3D objects and storing them in your phone. Luckily, the iPhone, the Pro versions, have the LiDAR scanner installed in the back of your phone, so everyone can use it, and it's accessible for everyone. And you can see in the picture behind, there's like a cat with a lot of dots. Those dots is actually how the LiDAR gathers all the data around it, and it makes a picture of the environment, and also it puts different objects in context of the environment that they are around. So that was a little bit of introduction about what the LiDAR is, just in case someone didn't know about it. And now talking more about our project. When we started here, the general idea of the project was a little bit different of what ended up being. We only wanted to have 3D scan rooms and 3D scan objects, and being able to put the 3D scan objects into the room to see how they look. Everything with a realistic look and not a plastic look that you see in other applications. That's what the LiDAR let us do. But then in one of the meetings with the accelerator people, they gave us the idea of why not putting into it also a marketplace and let people exchange their 3D objects in an easy way. So we also decided to implement that into the project. You can see in the picture below, that's usually how other companies like Juice and IKEA use technologies like LiDAR. They only leave you use the objects that they have in-house in their catalogs, and you can only see how they look in a room that you are at the moment. So you cannot just be traveling somewhere and then see how the object looks.
Who could use this solution? So we believe that this application can be implemented basically by everyone. It could be real estate, so for people that are selling their houses or selling somebody's houses, different marketplaces. For example, if you're selling a car, it no longer needs to be just a picture of a car, but it could be a 3D object that can make you see the car better or in real form. Or things like organizing big events, for example, weddings, where you're struggling with how many chairs can I fit into one room, or different kind of scenarios that we have. One really real and I would say a really useful scenario is, imagine that you are going to buy a house in a different country or somewhere far away, and because let's say you want to retire there, but you have no idea how the furniture that you have now is going to fit there, and you want to keep the furniture, but there is no it's too far to go there, and it's too difficult to send a person just to see how the house look like. So we imagine that if the company would share the place or the house on their website, then you can download the 3D model, and you can basically drag your furniture that you have scanned into that house to see how it all looks like. And this is the demonstration of our application. It's as we are engineers, future engineers, we also developed this application, and it's not fully functional, but we tried our best. So this is a basic login. Our application is not really focused on authentication and stuff like that, so this is login and registration to enter the application itself. Yeah, we use this demo emails. Once you are logged in, you can see the list of your rooms. You can see it as a bedroom, kitchen, living room, whatever room you want to put into. It's up to you how you organize it. And then to start scanning the room, you click on the Add Room button. Or now this was actually the preview of one of the rooms. This is without color. It's just a simple 3D scan that we did really fast. You can put descriptions, you can put information, whatever you want, and you can basically move with the 3D object. So scan in your room, you add a room, you name it, whatever you want, smaller bedroom, and just some descriptions that you like. And okay, description is too long. And the scanning starts now. As you can see, when you're starting scanning, the small, I would say, lines are appearing. That means it's actually taking the object. It's actually, it knows that there is something, and it's scanning the walls, every object, basically the whole room. It takes a bit of time, and it's best to do it with less furniture, because there is a lot of elements and stuff that you don't really want to have there. But it's going really fast, as you can see, even if it's a bigger room. It just scans everything that it can see, basically. And once you are done, you click on Save, and this is the approximate outcome of the room. You can move into a room, you can see the real objects there, basically everything besides windows and stuff like that. It's really hard to scan. And if you look on the top of the view, you can actually measure the size of the room. It's really precise. You can see that there is 4 meters, the bed is 2 meters, and basically did everything. This is the marketplace that Juan was talking about. It's basically products that everyone shared, everybody put as a for sale. For example, this bar stool, that's 1,300. It's not really, but yeah, this is a 3D object that somebody scanned. Or for example, this cactus that you can also put it in the favorites. For example, you want to check it later, so you add to cart, just the favorites, and then you can see it in your favorites list that the cactus is there. And now the product. So this is the products that you scanned. To create a product, you just create a description. This product that I'm creating in this demonstration was already saved. So once I save this, it already has the 3D object inside, because I did it for better understanding. Yeah, you can add a new product, and you can see now that probably next I will be scanning, but after everything is done, this is the final one. Oh wow. Yeah, this is the chair in 3D object. Yeah, and basically I think that's it from the features of our application. Yeah, you can see that the object that you also added, it's now put into marketplace because you want to sell it, or you can keep it and you can choose whatever to do with the object. Yes. And after developing this project, we came to some conclusions and some results, such as that this application is a combination of different features that other application doesn't have or they don't have. That's why it's worth trying, and it's going to be a huge market potential for companies that are, for example, big like Amazon, Wish, DBA, to implement this feature to make their sales better and more money, of course. And as another conclusion is that this LiDAR sensor is not developed that well by Apple or by some developers, and we as well couldn't make the scanning in better qualities, because if people from Apple that haven't developed it yet, probably we are not able to develop it as well. But they are working on it, and I think and we believe that this feature of having LiDAR sensor is going to improve really soon. And that would mean that our scan is also improving as for the speed or for the quality of the scanning. And another point is that this feature can be easily and really nicely used with VR, because it's really nice to actually see the project, not only to drag in, but to actually be in the VR environment. Questions?